Greetings, colleagues. Business is about constantly expanding your horizons. Today we will deal with this. In the video you will find 15 inventions that do not yet exist on the mass market, but experiments in the direction of which have already been carried out, perhaps there are even concepts, prototypes. And accordingly, with a high probability, they will change our world in the near future. Let's think about how your business can get in touch with this or that invention, and do not forget to share your thoughts in the comments. The request was made to chat, but in the process we will make sure that not all the information is up to date. Let's figure it out. Personalized medicine robots. There have been several experiments related to the use of robots in medicine. For example, in 2016, researchers at the University of California, San Francisco, used a robot to perform a complex surgery on a pig's heart. The robot used a combination of artificial intelligence and human guidance to perform the surgery, demonstrating the potential of robots to assist with complex medical procedures. Brain-computer interface devices for telekinesis. In recent years, several experiments have been conducted to develop brain-computer interfaces for various applications. For example, in 2019, researchers at the University of California, San Francisco, developed a brain-computer interface that allowed paralyzed individuals to type on a computer using their thoughts. This technology could potentially be adapted for telekinesis applications in the future. Self-healing materials. Researchers have been developing self-healing materials for several years. In 2018, a team of researchers at the University of California, Riverside, developed a material that can repair itself using carbon-based chemicals. The material could potentially be used to create more durable and longer-lasting products. Fusion energy. Scientists around the world are working to develop practical fusion reactors that can generate energy for commercial use. Several experiments are currently underway, such as the International Thermonuclear Experimental Reactor (ITER) project in France, which aims to demonstrate the feasibility of fusion power on a large scale. But here chat was a little wrong, because at the end of last year, scientists announced a significant breakthrough in this direction, but the information from chat is limited to September 2019. Holographic telepresence. While holographic telepresence technology is still in the early stages of development, there have been several experiments using holographic displays for communication and entertainment. For example, in 2018, a music festival in Japan featured a holographic performance by a popular virtual singer named Hatsune Miku. But there is also a small ChatGPT shortage, because there are already many companies introducing holographic telepresence, the only question of access to the mass market. Space elevators. While a full-scale space elevator has not yet been built, researchers have conducted several experiments to test various aspects of the technology. In 2018, a team of researchers from Shizuoka University in Japan conducted a test of a small-scale space elevator, using two mini-satellites connected by a 10-meter steel cable. Flying cars. Several companies are currently developing flying cars, and some prototypes have already been tested. In 2019, a German startup called Lilium conducted the first successful test flight of its all-electric flying taxi, which can take off and land vertically. Augmented reality contact lenses. While augmented reality contact lenses are still in the early stages of development, there have been several experiments using similar technologies. For example, in 2018, researchers at the University of California, San Diego, developed a soft contact lens that can zoom in and out when the wearer blinks. Personalized virtual reality. There have been several experiments using virtual reality technology to create personalized experiences. For example, in 2017, researchers at Stanford University used virtual reality to help people overcome their fear of heights, by gradually exposing them to increasingly high virtual environments. Hyperloop. Several companies are currently developing Hyperloop technology, and several prototypes have already been tested. In 2020, Virgin Hyperloop conducted the first successful passenger test of its high-speed transportation system, which uses magnetic levitation to propel pods through vacuum-sealed tubes. Without a state, such technologies cannot be mastered by any country, but apparently this type of transport is already being introduced in many countries. Smart cities. Smart city technology is being developed and tested in several places around the world. In 2018, Alphabet's urban innovation company, Sidewalk Labs, began a project in Toronto to develop a smart neighborhood called Quayside, which would incorporate advanced sensors, mobility solutions, and sustainable infrastructure. Biodegradable plastics. Several biodegradable plastics have been developed and tested, including ones made from plant-based materials such as cornstarch and cellulose. In 2019, researchers at the University of Plymouth in the UK tested a biodegradable plastic made from plant proteins, which was found to be as strong as conventional plastic. Space-based solar power. The idea of space-based solar power has been studied for several decades, and there have been several experiments related to the technology. In 2018, the China Academy of Space Technology announced plans to build a solar power station in space, which would beam energy back to Earth using microwaves. Personalized AI assistants. Personalized AI assistants such as Amazon's Alexa and Apple's Siri are already in widespread use, but their capabilities are still being expanded and refined. In 2021, OpenAI released a new AI model called GPT-3, which is capable of generating highly realistic language that can be used to generate personalized content, answer complex questions, and even write code. Connecting a voice assistant to chat has been in my head for a long time, so an artificial intelligence voice assistant, I'm sure, will appear first. But wait, they are already on the market. Quantum teleportation. Quantum teleportation is a phenomenon in which the quantum state of one object is transmitted to another object, regardless of the distance between them. While it is still in the experimental stage, several experiments have been conducted that have demonstrated the feasibility of the technology. In 2020, a team of Chinese researchers successfully transmitted quantum entanglement between two ground stations that were more than 1,200 kilometers apart, setting a new distance record for the technology. What invention are you looking forward to?